What's up, Sparta? How's it going? Barrow from Achilles. Log off to the side. Poison. So Dark Prince Bandit bait, potentially. From Achilles. And Graveyard from J-Tai. I think Achilles might have the regular Prince version. Yeah, J-Tai definitely has Graveyard. This is a pretty decent sized counter push. Goblin Gang down to defend against this Mega Minion Ice Golem. Princess in the back corner. Tower poison just barely clips the Princess. That Rascal's gonna do a ton of damage. 3 shots off on tower. A Prince and Log, I believe, are the last cards for Achilles. Oh, yeah. The game sounds a bit loud. Lower that a little bit. I was adjusting game volumes, I didn't even see the damage that the Zillies did. J-Tai defending with the Rascals, poison down from Achilles. Spectator bug poison, that's not a natural poison. It is known, I think it's getting fixed in the next round of balances. Don't worry. J-Tai is not a mirror hacker. Barrel down in the back. Log does predict that barrel, but the Rascals actually got a little bit of damage on the front. Princess chipping away at this Mega Mini Goblin Gang down in front to defend. Spear Goblin off to the side. One Spear Goblin's going to connect on the tower. 100 damage. 50 per spear. Log rolls through, knocks back the Rascals, and Bro Ghost is going to take care of the thick boy. Not talking about me. Log comes down for the barrel. Rascals out in front of the Prince. Prince is getting some really solid chip damage on the right-hand side. The second Princess is on the field for Achilles right now. The Log's going to come down. Poison's going to go onto the tower and the Princess. But the Prince might be able to charge through. No Ice Golem is forced to be played here. Rascal Girl's going to lock onto the Spear Goblin. Doesn't get a shot up on tower. Here comes Skeletons right at the bridge. Graveyard coming through on the left-hand side. Goblin Gang down to defend. The Log's going to come out. The barrel onto the tower, and that's going to be GG. Achilles takes game number 1. Princess. Hog Rider on the right-hand side. Whoa. Alright then. I was thinking Dar had Tornado or something if he was waiting for the Hog to go to the tower, but you know, we can just magically appear an Ice Golem, Tombstone, and Mega Minion out of nowhere. That works too. The Dara running Graveyard, I believe. I still really don't fully understand Zappies in this Graveyard deck. Like, I guess it's more for defensive kind of control. Oh, with the King Tower activated, this Graveyard might not be that effective for Dar. Here comes a Hog push on the left-hand side. Mega Minion's going to come down to defend. Hog Rider's going to be able to get at least 3 shots onto the tower. 1 shot. 2 shot. 3 shots. Is it going to get a 4th? It does, with barely any HP left. Had just about 100 HP left. Zappy's down in the back. 60 seconds left in the match. Dara's going to have to get a really big push on this right-hand side. With the King Tower activated, it will be tough. Here comes the Graveyard. Defensive poison coming down from Not Like This. Ice Golem's going to connect to the tower for a little bit of damage. Skeleton's got a couple chip shots in there. Nothing too crazy, though. Executioner's going to be able to take care of the Zappies. Here comes the Hog Rider on the left-hand side. Tombstone down, but the Log's going to be able to take care of that. Executioner's going to lock onto the Mega Man. The Hog's going to get 1 shot on tower, 2 shots on tower. Ice Golem cutting that Ice Spirit away. Zappy's down on the right-hand side. Executioner right at the bridge. Here comes the Graveyard. A little bit of an aggressive Graveyard. The guards will defend against the Graveyard. Skeletons get 1 shot onto the tower. Gets a 2nd shot in the back. Brings it into triple digits, but... Here comes a Hog. Ice Spirit. Ro goes down to defend. Tornado pulls everything back, and Hog is going to be able to connect to the tower, and that's going to be GG. Not Like This Man takes down Dara Nakota. King Tower being active. Rascal Sweat in the back. Archer's the Mega Minion. What's up, Edward? How you doing? Poison. Gummy Bear might have a Graveyard Cycle deck. Graveyard Cycle deck versus Graveyard Rascals, I believe. In a Graveyard versus Graveyard matchup, typically the quicker Cycle deck wins. More often than not. Rascals down to defend, but Mac does have the poison. Boy Rascals trying to do its best. It's going to get taken down by a couple skeletons and the poison. 2,000 on the dot remains on that top left tower. Here comes a nice Golem Graveyard push. Rascals down to defend. Gummy Bear does not have the poison in hand just yet. He's got it now. And he will drop it, but it might be too little too late. Girl Rascals are going to get taken care of, and looks like the towers will be just about the same amount of HP. Spear Goblin gets a spear to the tower. They stab. Here comes an Ice Golem Graveyard push on the left. Mega Minion down to defend against the Ice Golem. Rascals in the back. Both Mac does have enough of the poison. Poison goes down. Barely catches the Rascals. Skeleton gets a little bit of a damage up front. And the Archers. Log's going to be able to kill one of the Archers, but the other one's going to stay alive. Here comes an Ice Golem Graveyard push on the left-hand side from Gummy Bear. Skeleton's down to defend. Doesn't have enough for the poison, so Log's going to be able to come down, take care of the Girl Rascals and the Skeletons in the back, but the Ice Golem's going to be able to tank the rest of the Graveyard Skeletons. A couple do sneak in the back door, get a little bit of damage. Great poison value from Gummy Bear right there. But now he doesn't have the poison in hand for a counter Graveyard push or for defense right here. Mac just got the elixir for poison. Great spread on the Rascals. And this Graveyard's going to get completely shut down. He's going to opt to play the poison in front to take care of the Girl Rascals and take care of the Archers. With the 8 seconds that it does last, a Gummy Bear doesn't have poison and cycle yet. He's forced to log right now, and it's only going to clip one Girl Rascal log on defense from Mac. So far, Mac's playing this very well. Typically, the quicker cycle has a matchup in the Graveyard. Mirror match. There's a poison onto the Goblin Hut. Thick Boy gets a shot on the Gob Hut. Tombstone down. Tombstone does a fairly decent job distracting the Spear Goblins. Rascals right at the bridge. Here come the Archers with the assistance of the Ice Golem. Spear Goblin's going to be able to take down the Archers. Mega Minion's able to chop down the defensive Mega Minion of Gummy Bear and a Graveyard Push coming through on the left-hand side. Log's gonna come in, defend against the Girl Rascals and the Spirit Goblins, but the Graveyards are building up a ton of damage. Poison's ticking away. Skeleton sneaks into the back door, and that is in Log range. Both Mac just needs to cycle back to a Log, and it'll be 2-1 Team Liquid. Jeez. Yeah, Tombstone's actually a pretty good counter to the Gobble Hut. I don't know. In the old meta, quicker cycle wins. Quicker cycle, yeah, Hut's greater than Tombstone. Yeah, that's like, because Hut's so strong, you have to contest the Hut. And the fact that he had archers, like a quicker cycle graveyard typically holds archers or minions. If Gummy Bear split the Rascals and archers a little bit more and didn't provide poison value, because I feel like he wasn't using the archers enough at all to defend against a graveyard, and that's probably what led to the disadvantage. And like Bophomac just outcycled, he just outplayed him. Hut. Wow, nice voice crack. Hut does bait out poison very well. They had archers, both had mega and skeletons. I think for 50-50 archers. Yeah, when at that, like I said, at that bridge exchange towards the end, the fact that the Spirit Goblins were able to take down the archers was huge. It was huge. I'd rather have Tombstone over Hut, to be honest. It depends how well you can manage the cycle, I suppose. And there were times Gummy Bear's poison wasn't getting as much value as Bophomac was. Bophomac got a lot of value off his poison. Almost every time. Like on a counter, when Gummy Bear split the Rascals and the Archers for far enough that they wouldn't get poisoned, he waited for the poison to get value on both units. So Bophomac just played with the poison better. This Golem is getting a ton of damage on the right-hand side. Poison's going to go down into the Princess. Log is going to knock it back. Going to be able to take down the Electro Wizard. Spirit Goblins are going to try their best to take care of these Golemites. But that tower is within poison range. Diego B is going to have a huge push on the right-hand side. Log is in cycle to defend against the barrel. And this is not looking good for Diego right now. Golem without a defense, pretty tough. Pretty tough. A positive trade. Or would that be a good trade? But not really. In that in the way that King of Class used it, I don't think it would have been valuable. In some situations it might be. But probably not in that matchup. Yeah, he had to waste poison like 2 times, so he didn't have it for defense. Log came out onto the Rascals. These Goblins are gonna get some decent damage. Bring that tower down to 1955. Princess gets a splash onto the Girl Rascal. Prince not able to kite. Princess is gonna fall. Sparky from Amen. Prince gets the charge and he gets obliterated. Matthew does not have anything to reset the Sparky. And the Rascals split pushing on the right hand side. Defended by the Rascals. Giants on this tower. Dishing out some damage. Sparky locks to the Spirit Goblin. Sparky gets a shot on the tower. Is he gonna get another one? No. Goblin gang on the left-hand side. Prince down. One goblin goes to the tower. Gets one stab. I feel like Sparky is really good in this meta. Just due to the fact that it's a bait meta. And most commonly, you'll run into log over zap. Unless you're playing giant triple spell, of course. You run into both. But it's more commonly log into zap, or log over zap, and Ewis just isn't that dominant in this meta. It's good in giant triple spell, and it's fairly decent in the Barb Hut Graveyard deck. But a lot of people prefer Musketeer right now because of the DPS. Against the like heavier, more spam decks, Ewiz isn't that effective, but Muskie can kind of cut through things fairly quick. Oh, one goblin lives. Really valuable, but the poison on the left-hand side is gonna do it, and A-Man's gonna take it. GG's. ROSHI takes set 1. What's up, Tog? How you doing, man? Alright, so bait from J-Tai. Bait from Diego. Dark Prince Rascals Bandit up against Prince Bait. Oh no, Rascals 3 Musketeers. And with that poison out of hand, only one stab in. Log clips the pump. So Diego B does gain an elixir advantage from that. And another pump down in the corner. Rascals on the right-hand side to defend against the Dark Prince. Princess splashes onto one of the Rascals. Here come the 3 Musks. 2 go to the Princess side, though. Those 2 Musks are gone. But the poison was used onto the Musketeers. So Diego has free reigns to pump again. Princess and Log could have taken care of the 2-sided Musks. Save the poison for the pump. But the pump Diego had already got its value worth. Now Diego has the second pump. So J-Tai's in a lot of trouble. Third pump. At this point, do you just activate the King Tower? Yeah. I mean, Diego's already up elixir. J-Tai does have a little bit of damage on that left-hand side. Here are the Rascals. Diego does have log. Nope, 1 card off. He was 1 card off. Poison doesn't even hit the pump, though. Diego's pumping once again. At this point, you just got a 3 Musk. You have 2 pumps down. Gonna go in with the hog on the right hand side. Ice Spirit Ghost logs in a roll through. That's GG. Too much pressure on that right hand side. It was just a matter of time. That hog coming at all. Miner, top left. Miner, knight. Surge dropping a Sparky. Giant in front. Let's see what Not Like This Man has for the Sparky. He does have an E-Wiz. Mega Minion's gonna chop it down. Log's gonna roll through. Sparky's still alive. Mega Minion now tanking. Sparky locks the knight. It's like Miner 2.9. But with Tesla. Any guards for skeletons? Or 3.1, not 2.9. Like that old B-Rad deck, it had Inferno Tower, skeletons, poison, log. He was. You guys know what I'm talking about. Poison gets full value off on that E-Wiz. Gang down to defend against his miner. There's a log. Ice Spirit, so we're just gonna take the Ice Spirit damage. Sparky going opposite lane now with the knight in the back. A heads up play from Surge. Miner coming in. Rascals. Log to take care of the girl Rascals. He was down in the back. Does aggro the Sparky and the defensive poison from Not Like This. Sparky blasts the E-Wiz, doesn't quite get the splash onto the tower. Sparky now going through on the left hand side, will be able to defend against this miner. Miner's gonna get 2 shots. It's so fun watching Sparky just blast units. He was all the way in the back. Defensive poison. From Not Like This. Log rolls through. E-Wiz gone. Sparky! Oh. Girl's about to get it. Poison just to damage the Sparky. Log rolls in as well. Sparky blasts through the guards. Sparky getting in her value right now. Goblins are in front. Blasts the E-Wiz. The second E-Wiz is going to come down for the Sparky though. Not Like This can just cycle. And with guards and E-Wiz, matchup becomes a little bit more difficult for Surge. Poison. There it is. Sparky blasts 1 guard. Sparky will fall. Here comes the miner. Log. Great log from Not Like This. Giant in the back. Ice Spirit's gonna jump onto the Mega Minion. Log knocks it back. Rascals in the back. Miner gets 3 shots. Poison out front. Here comes the Mega Minion. A second giant. Poison value for Surgical right here. Rogos coming in. This might be the push Surge is looking for. He's got a half-health Giant going to the King Tower with full health Rogos. Miner's going to come down to defend. Log's going to come down as well. Doesn't clip the Miner, but the Rogos is doing a ton of damage. Look at that Giant just pounding away at the tower. Goblin Gang, Mega Minion rolling in. Tesla down to defend. Just like that, Surge brings this game a little bit closer. Sparky in the back. Poison's going to come down. Not like this. Miner right now. Sparky will obliterate it, but not like this man can just cycle back to one more poison. There's a Giant at the bridge. Sparky, there's the poison that's he needed, and that's going to be GG. With guards and Ewiz, Sparky easily a 100-0 matchup for Miner. Yeah, like that Miner deck specifically, Ewiz and guards, great tornado. I mean, it's possible, like Surge almost won, so it's obviously possible for the Sparky player to win. But against guards and it's definitely a counter matchup, I would say. Log down for the barrel. Great Ice Wizard placement from Bosman. Comes a nice Golem Hog push. Rocket. What's up, Search TS? How's it going? Dark Prince on the left. This is a huge push. Girl Rascal and Spear Goblin getting a decent amount of damage on the left-hand side. Here comes a Hog on the right. Log down. Two hits from the Hog. Poison will take care of the Girl Rascals. There's a Princess on the left. Mega Minion. Princess gets a second shot off, though. Mega Minion will get two smacks on the left-hand side. Ice Golem, Hog Rider push. Rocket's going to come down to defend against the Hog. Ice Golem, Hog. Hog's going to take a Dark Prince shot to the face. Ice Spirit's going to lock it up. Rocket goes in on the left-hand tower. Girl Rascal is able to quickly take care of that Mega Minion. Early poison predicts the Girl Rascals. Logs in to knock it back. Hog doesn't get a shot on the tower. Princess on the left-hand side. There's the defensive Rocket. Ice Spirit locks the Hog. Poison down takes care of the Princess as it's locked onto the Tombstone. A really close matchup. Rocket flies across the arena. This is the pass for Bofamak to go really aggressive here. Log's gonna come down. It gets half the Goblin Gang. Ice Spirit rolls in. Hog gets logged back and not able to get a shot off on tower. Huge defense from Gummy Bar. Defensive Goblin Barrel rolling in here. 420 remains just on the left-hand side. Ice Golem, Gummy Bar trying to get back to the Rocket in time. If he Rockets here, he has to play a Dark Prince to defend. Here comes the Goblin Gang to defend against the Hog Rider. Hog Rider gets a shot on tower and gets a second one. That's GG. Very close matchup. Bophomac. What's up, Turtle Power? Aiming closed it out in the first set. Sparky for his Zillies. Mega Minion down, there's a Prince in the back. Is Giant gonna go in front? No, Rascals will go in front. Mega Minion actually locks onto the boy Rascal. I mean, one of the girl Rascals. And another Ewiz. King of Clash running Ewiz Zap. So we see Giant. Triple spell from King of Clash. Sparky. Royal Ghost. Pushing opposite lane. Goblin Gang to kite the Royal Ghost. Royal Ghost still getting damage. Zap comes down. Ewiz in the middle. Oof. Zap, Ewiz. So far, both Sparkies have been countered. Giant Prince pushed on the right-hand side. Goblin Gang to kite. Zap to reset the Sparky. Sparky gets a splash hit onto that Prince. Rascal splitting opposite lane here. Giant doesn't quite get in front of the other Sparky. Other Sparky. The Sparky gets a shot off on the Ewiz though. Boy Rascal on the left-hand side is doing a ton of damage. One Spirit Goblin stays alive. Boy Rascal takes the left-hand side to triple digits. Sparky on the right-hand side is going to get zapped away. It does. Takes a charge shot to the face. Oh, Giant gets one hit. That's GG. Ooh. King of Clash takes down Zillies. Skeletons from Amen. Archers. Expo from Amen. Expo. Expo just got deleted. Hey, Miss G pops next to the host. Ice Spirit allows the princess to get a second shot. Log down for the barrel. If Matthew has Rocket, it becomes a little bit more difficult for him, man. Log for the barrel. Rascals locks onto one of the girl Rascals. Wow. One goblin doesn't get clipped. Ooh. Matthew trying to protect that princess as much as possible. Rocket keeps the princess alive. Fireball. Oof. Log rolls through, does clip the Tesla. Ice Spirit does get a hit on the archers. Fireball forced to come down. If anything, Eamon can draw this. Oh, Ice Spirit gets a hit. Fireball onto the princess. Dark Prince gets the charge onto the Tesla. Yeah, best Eamon can do is draw this. Princess getting some chip shots on the right hand side. Great Ice Spirit. Oh, here comes the pressure on the right. Great lane switch from Matthew. That's a huge amount of damage. And Princess gets another shot off. 858. Rocket from Matthew. Log. Rocket will win the matchup. The log goes down on the right hand side. Goblin Gang out. Five, 6. The rocket flies across the arena, and Matthew sends this to set number 3. Can play for the tie with Inferno. Yeah, that doesn't counter into a win-loss. If you play for a tie, that means it has like some decent chance of winning. Good zap from Diego. Alright. Here comes the balloon. Balloon might be able to get a shot here. Nope. Mega Minion, he whiz focused it. Oh, that Royal Ghost has like 1 HP. Gonna get 2 shots on tower. Ooh. Hunter for the Giant. Ice Golem for the Prince. Miner down to get the Prince off the tower. Or off the Hunter. Giant did get a punch in there. Poison. At that point, I feel like you go opposite lane. With that, to split the counter push. There's a Royal Ghost on the left-hand side. Guards down for the Ghost. Fireball knocks the Ewiz back. Balloon is going to get a connection shot. Does it get a second shot in here? No. The zap came down just a little too late. The Prince is actually dishing out a lot of damage on the right-hand side. 583 remains. Poison's going to come down. Prince gets taken out. Guards Balloon right at the bridge. Plays the Ewiz. Right at the bridge. Fireball comes in too little, too late. That's going to be GG. 10 HP. The poison ticks one more time. Yeah. I mean, also, of course, for the, like, that's why I'm a better coach than player, because, well, when I see things from a subjective point of view, I can see things a lot better. Rocket for the pump. Who am I rooting for Sarah Nations? USA, of course. I'm a coach for the USA. Log for the gang. Golem rocket from Surge. Dark Prince charges for the Ran. Dark Prince will get taken down here. Tower is locked onto the Musketeer. That's a pretty huge help. 2 shots from the Muskie. Here comes a minion horde. Surge takes the damage on the right-hand side. Ice Golem to distract the Mega Minion and Baby Dragon. Minion horde swarm the Golemite. Baby Dragon's gonna get a couple splash shots here. 6 seconds left, pumped in the middle. Guards out. Golem down, Surge not rocketing the pump. Dark Prince going to the left side. Surge letting the right-hand tower go. Guards for the 2 Musketeers as they lock onto the King Tower. It's going to be a base race. A second Golem at the bridge for Surge. 3 Musketeers down in the back. Surgical does not have enough for the rocket yet. Baby Dragon Mega Minion takes down the pump. Dark Prince going in here. Mega Minion down as well. Dark Prince and Mega Minion distracted by the Battle Ram. Here comes the Minion Horde. Baby Dragon splashing onto the minions. Only splashes 2 at a time though. Tornado's going to pull everything together. It takes down the 3 Musketeers. 1 Musketeer is going to lock onto the King Tower on the right-hand side. Surge drops a guard. It's defend against it. Pump in the corner. Log down on the right-hand side. 3 Musketeers getting split in the back. 2 to the Crown Tower, 1 to the King Tower. Rockets the 2 Musketeers on the left side. Does he have enough with the Golem? No, it's going to lock onto the Mega Minion. Surge is going to let that go. Dark Prince coming down on the right-hand side. Minion Horde rolling in right here. Tornado's going to pull everything together. Guards down. The Battle Ram's going to be able to connect to the tower. Great Tornado from Surge. Baby Dragon's actually going to turn around and focus on the Barbarians instead of taking on the Musketeer. Dark Prince down in the back. Amen leaking a little bit of elixir right here. Oh, Muskies. 1 locks onto the tower. Mega Minion down. Musketeer Goblins on the right-hand side. Dark Prince gets kited by the Ice Golem. Rockets the 2 Muskies on the right. Both towers looking really low for Surgical. Log knocks back on the right-hand side. Guards for the battle ram. Musketeer's going to lock on. That's going to be GG. Surge let a couple pumps get away from him. Log on the left-hand side. Archers. Coming bar running Expo. Don't I hit? No. We're on the same team. I've never hated Surge. Never called him a prick. I've never called anybody a prick. Well, except people I play on ladder. But that's acceptable. Yep. Oh, Giant from Bophomac. He called my son a prick once. I love both Surges. Exactly. Exactly. Surge TS, Surge Thick Son, you know? Surge TS is my son, Thick's son. Thick's son. You know? I hate allergies. Hate allergies. Hater. Hey there. Guards to defend against the Expo. Log knocks it back. Minor Dark Prince going through on the right hand side. Minor's going to get some decent chip damage onto the tower. Mega Man smacking away against the Expo. Archer's going to come down to defend against the Minor. Expo is defended perfectly. Hunter comes down on the left hand side. Hunter really isn't usable in the next match. Fireball clips the Hunter. Dark Prince coming through on the right hand side. Might see a Giant at the bridge for Bophomac here. No, he's going to split guards on the right hand side. Dark Prince is going to splash onto the Ice Spirit. No damage coming through. Minor's going to lock onto the tower. Skeletons in the back to defend. Archer's going to lock on. Poison comes out. Dark Prince gets splashed by the Ice Spirit. Expo coming down on the left-hand side. Giant comes down just in time to defend against it. Here comes the Tesla. It's not going to kite it to the middle of the arena. Blocks going to knock the Dark Prince and Giant back. Minor's going through on the backhand side. Skeletons predict a Minor. Ice Golem as well. Minor's going to get one shot. Expo's going to lock onto the tower for a little bit of damage. Bophomac does have the matchup here. Down 2-0. Team Liquid in set 3. Dark Prince tanking this Expo. Giant in the back. Log knocks it back, but the guard stays alive. Hunter takes the aggro of the Tesla. Mega Mini coming down. This Giant is getting shredded. Minor's going to go through on the back right-hand side. Expo's going to lock onto the tower. It has about half health. Zap is going to come in. Archer take care of that Minor. And that Expo's chipping away. 755. Full Elixir. Expo down. Giant in the opposite lane. Mega Minion through logs and knock the Dark Prince back. Giant gets frozen by the Ice Spirit. Minor's on the backhand side. Ice Spirit's going to lock onto the Minor. Skeletons are going to come down. Zap goes onto the Skeletons. The Minor is locked onto the tower. Guards in front of the Expo right here. Mega Minion catches the Archers, but the Minor's going to be able to chip it away. Bophomac. GG's. Ice Spirit cycling. Guards in the back. Inferno Dragon from Zillies. Ice Golem. Golem. Take your Ice Golem and raise you. Oh, Exy. Is this Exy NATO Hog or Exy NATO Graveyard? Log down, does clip the Ice Spirit. Oh. If the miner... Oh, the miner did retarget the... Wow. But the Executioner stays alive. No death damage onto the tower. Graveyard version doesn't use Ice Spirit. Wow, that hog got so much damage. That hog got a ton of damage. Miner's forced to come down defensively onto the guards. Oh man. Nicholas does have poison. Miner. Zap, not enough. One shot in the miner wasn't enough. That Inferno Dragon's gonna get taken down. Another Executioner. Miner retargets the Executioner, but Nicholas is back at another one. Log just has to come down here. And this is going to be GG. ROSHI takes down. Team Liquid. GG's.